to the Big Fight Field channel on a rare Thursday night. It is Thursday, May 26th, 2022. There we go. Here with your Double or Nothing predictions. I'm here with Cameron Johnson. Unfortunately, his camera is not working this evening, so we got Cameron Johnson via audio. You see me right there on the screen. I'm totally cool with Cam on audio. Wes was he was unfortunately not able to make it tonight, but he will be here Sunday night to talk about the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Cam, how are you doing, man? How do you think Dynamite was this past Wednesday, and what is your excitement level going into the pay-per-view on Sunday? What is good? Tell the people what's up, my brother.
I am doing good, man. I am sorry to all the people out there that you do not get to see this, that you see this glorious, beautiful face. That you don't get to see this glorious, beautiful black, you don't get to see this glorious, beautiful black man, black skin on your phone, however the hell you're watching this video on your screen. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. My computer is stupid. But if you want to see that, just click on one of the other Dynamite. Just click on one of the other Dynamite reviews we did. You can always see me on that. But man, Joseph, man, I am doing good, man. It's always good to be on the Big Fight Field channel talking AEW Double or Nothing, man. I'm looking forward to the show, man. It is an AEW show after all. And AEW shows rarely miss. AEW shows rarely miss, so I am looking forward to it. We have 11 fucking matches here. My God. So we have a lot of matches to discuss, man. But it should be a great night of professional wrestling. And man, I got a quick little fun stat for you, man, before we start. 6 years ago, Jon Moxley won the Money in the Bank briefcase and won the WWE Championship on the same night. In the very same arena, Double or Nothing is going to be in, the T-Mobile Arena. Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, was on top of the world in 2016. 3 years later, he said, fuck this company, and walked when his contract expired right into All Elite Wrestling, man. It has been 3 years since the first ever Double or Nothing, man. Just a very special pay-per-view, man. Show that kicked AEW off on the right foot, man. And 3 years later, man, I can confidently say that although I don't think there's been a Double or Nothing show that has been able to top 2019, I can confidently say every show, I think, has gotten better and better and better. And this could very well be the best AEW, and this could very well be the best Double or Nothing show yet, man. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Yeah, absolutely. You bung up the 3 years since Double or Nothing 2019. AEW has had great shows in the past. There's a numerous amount of great shows AEW has. Is this the best build for a pay-per-view? Absolutely not. I'll get into the criticism when we actually talk about the full pay-per-view in itself. But I do think this is a great card on paper, and it'll be a great show. Absolutely. We'll see some phenomenal wrestling on that show, I'm sure. But when you look at AEW and you think of important shows in their history, you think Double or Nothing 2019, which kicked it all off. You think the first Dynamite in October, I think that was one of the most important shows in AEW history. The second Double or Nothing, which was during the pandemic. People were so sad and depressed that there was nothing during the pandemic. COVID wrestling was painful, but if there is anything during the wrestling era that was cheerful and inspired us, it was that 2020 Double or Nothing show with that Stadium Stampede match with the Elite and
My personal favorite match in AEW history. Well, I think a lot of y'all know that.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Stadium Stampede. I know that. So I'd say 2019 Double or Nothing, 2020 Double or Nothing, the first Dynamite, and 2021 All Out were the most important shows in AEW history. Not the best, the most important. Um, so we got Double or Nothing 3 years later, back at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Highest What is it? The highest gate seller in AEW history or something like that?
So yeah, this is the highest gate in AEW history.
Yes, over 1 million. I think over like $1 million for this pay-per-view. Um, so it should be a great night. Not the best build, but it should be a great night of wrestling. We got 11 matches to talk about, 12 possibly, and we might as well get into it right now because we got a lot of damn matches to talk about. Um, Cam, you mentioned to me today that there was a report we might be getting Darby Allin and Kyle O'Reilly at Double or Nothing. Kyle O'Reilly lost last night to Samoa Joe in the Owen Hart Cup qualifier to advance to the finals. He lost. Sting is injured and he can't be at Double or Nothing. He won't be there. He injured his ankle. And this match makes sense. Kyle O'Reilly was the person who took out Sting's ankle when the steel chair was wrapped around his ankle. So I imagine Darby Allin wants revenge. Um, I just hope this match is not on the main show. There's no need for this to be on the main show. You can have this on the buy-in. I'm cool with that. Or you could have it on Dynamite next Wednesday. But if they do have it, it should be on the buy-in. So I guess we could talk about it. If they do this match, Darby Allin and Kyle O'Reilly, I do see Darby Allin picking up this win.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm in agreement with you. I don't think this match needs to be on the show. I understand why they might want to put it on the show because how do because it is very weird to not have Darby Allin wrestling on pay per view, but not but I think you can get away. But since the roster is so gigantic, I think you can get away with not having. I think you can get away with not having everybody on pay per view. I love Darby Allin, I do, but I don't think he needs to be on this pay per view.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to be on this pay per view. Them sitting this one out, I think would have been them sitting this one out. I think would have been the right decision. But if this match does happen, I'm with Darby Allin getting moved here too.
Yeah, I agree. Um, if this match is on the pay-per-view, it would be on the buy-in, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, I would hope this on the Mario just because I don't see where he fit this match and on the main show. The main show is what, 10 matches, I think? It's either 10 or
Yeah,
9 matches. I
10
don't
matches.
think you I don't think you need to add another match to this show. I think that would be really unnecessary.
I agree. I totally agree. So, if this match does happen again, it's not confirmed. It was reported though that this match was going to be announced on Rampage tomorrow. So, by the way, Rampage starts at 6:30. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a Rampage review. I'll talk with Cam and I'll talk with Wes, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. So, but for this match, if it does happen, I'm going to take Darby Allin, and I think Cam is as well. But a match that is happening on the buy-in that we are sure of, and this was confirmed for quite a while now, a couple weeks. We got Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling against the newly formed Hookhausen, Hook and Danhausen. Um, I think this match is going to be really over. I think Tony Nese is going to be doing most of the wrestling for his team. Um, Hook is really over with the audience. We all know Danhausen is one of the most lovable characters um, in AEW. I think the crowd in Las Vegas is going to eat this all up. And I think this is going to start a little run for Hookhausen. Again, not long term, but I do think this will uh, be the start of them getting a couple wins as a tag team. So I'm going to take Hookhausen for the win, and this will get the crowd really hot and into the show heading into the actual main card. So I'm going to take Hookhausen for the win. Send it over to Kim.
I'm in agreement with you, man. I'm in agreement with you. I think this is the easiest match on the show. I think this is the easiest match on the show to predict. And on the easiest match on the show to predict. Tony Nese's whole role in AEW is to help get guys up. That is his whole role. That is his role in AEW, to help get guys over. To help get guys over. I like this Hook and Danhausen pairing. I was very skeptical at first when they put them together, because why are you putting the guy who was supposed to be played up as this serious sports, no bullshit, all that, with a guy who, let's face it, he's a comedy character. He's a comedy character. He's a very entertaining comedy character. He's very over, but he's a comedy character. So I was very skeptical when they put these two guys together, but I like this a lot. I think this has been a great pairing. I do think that a lot of Hook's mystique. I do think a lot of Hook's mystique has been taken, has kind of diminished from him being associated with Danhausen, from him being associated with Danhausen. But it is what it is. I'm very much looking forward to this match here. And in terms of, again, Hook and Danhausen are getting on. I think this is the easiest match on the show to call.
Yeah, I agree. Very easy match to predict. And Tony Nese's role seems like for now help guys get over. So that is the buy-in. We're going to head over to the main card right now. 10 matches. That is the most main card matches in AEW history. 10 matches. We're going to be going past midnight, folks. So I'm on Wikipedia right now because going into it, I couldn't remember all the matches. I'm sorry. It's been a long 17. It's been a long 2 days, but I got all the matches in front of me. The first match I see on this site is Death Triangle, Penta, Ray Phoenix, and Penta, Ray Phoenix, and Pac against the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. They had a six-man tag back at Revolution when Phoenix was hurt, with Redbeard when he teamed up with Pac and Penta. And that match was fantastic. The crowd was so into that match. And now we got Ray Phoenix in this match instead of Redbeard. I think this match, honestly, these six guys could go out there and steal the entire show, I think. I think we got six great wrestlers in this match. It's kind of a shame that AEW dropped the ball. I feel like I don't want to say dropped the ball, but I feel like they've kind of valued this feud to when it was first kicked off when Malachi Black took Pac out with his eye. Penta became Penta Dark, and that whole thing. And I'm kind of disappointed that during this whole feud, we never got a singles match between Buddy Matthews and Pac, or Malachi Black and Pac, or Malachi Black and Penta. We never got a mixture of a singles match in this feud. I'm kind of disappointed by that. I don't know if you are, Cam. I would have loved to see Malachi and Penta go at it for 20 minutes, or Buddy and Pac go at it for 20 minutes. That's just me. I feel like they could have done that. Also, with this Julia Hart stuff, I feel like looking back at it, they should have pulled the trigger at that Dynamite a couple weeks ago. Yes, I do think she's going to end up. I do think she's going to end up joining the House of Black Sunday. I don't think she's going to play a factor into the match. I think she'll play a factor after the match. But regardless of how I feel about this feud, I do think that it could be a show stealer, and it's really a match no one's talking about. And I do think these guys could go out there and easily steal the show if they wanted to. But for the win, considering what I think is going to happen after the match, I'm going to take the House of Black. I just feel like they need it more. The Death Triangle will be okay after losing to the House of Black. And with all this conclusion, um, the House of Black is going to win this match. And Julia Hart will be the next member of the House of Black on Sunday. Gonna hand it over to you, Cam, now. Your thoughts on the match, who you think's gonna win, the build up to it. The floor is yours, my friend.
I think the build up to this match has been very good. My one criticism would be, and I think the build up to this match has been very good. My one criticism, this might sound a bit silly, but my one criticism to this match would be is that we don't see these guys nearly enough on time. That would be my only issue with this match here. Other than that, I think the build. Other than that, I think the build to this match has been very, very good. No, has been very, very good. So I'm very much looking forward to this match here. And in terms of who wins here, I think House of Black has to win. I think House of Black needs to get the win here in order to solidify themselves. I think House of Black need to get the win in order to solidify themselves as the dominant faction. So I'm going with House of Black. And then after this match here, I want to see, I want to see Pac Phoenix and Pac do their own thing. You know, they don't have to, they don't have to break up. They don't have to break up. They can still be aligned together on television. I just think after this match, we need to see. I just think after this match, we need to see. What's his name? Oh, we need to see Pac, Ray Phoenix. We need to see Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Penta kind of do their own thing. So kind of do their own thing. So I will say that.
Yeah. Do you think Julia Hart is going to join Malachi Black on Sunday?
I do think she's joining. I don't know if it's going to be Sunday or not. If she is joining, they need to hurry up and pull the trigger. I do not know what they're waiting. I don't know what they're waiting on. I don't know what they're waiting on. Sunday actually wouldn't be a terrible time to align her with the House of Black. I did not think of that, but if she's joining, Sunday would be the time to do it because they need to hurry up and do so.
Yeah, I would think it's going to be on Sunday because if they don't do it on Sunday, then I just feel like no one's going to care when it actually happens. They should have done it in the first place. Um, Back on that Dynamite show in Baltimore, they should have done it then, but they didn't. They just didn't do it, and they got to do it on Sunday, or unless people aren't going to care anymore. I think it's the perfect time. I don't think they need to get involved in the match. Just do it after the match. Um, House of Black goes over clean. And I do see where you're coming from with the Death Triangle going their own separate ways after this match. But we all know, Tony Khan said it again today, that those trios titles are going to be coming very soon. And they're absolutely going to have to be a trio when that tournament comes for the trios tag team titles. They might be the first champions. I'm not so sure, but um, I could see them going their own ways. But when it's time to get them back for that trios tournament, they got to be back together. So that's where I see this all happening. Um, and again, I do think this could steal the show. You got 6 phenomenal wrestlers in there. Give them 20 minutes. They'll have the crowd on fire. And you said House of Black, right?
Yeah, House of Black for the win.
Gotcha. So we are both on the House of Black for this one. Anna Jay and Jade Cargill for the TBS title. This match was literally the definition of throwing a match together just to get 2 wrestlers on the show, just to get Jade a title defense. I guess they're going to hold off on Chris Statlander, I guess, but Anna Jay, she already lost to Jade a couple months ago. I don't see her beating Jade here. It's just another opponent for Jade Cargill to beat, to get 2 wrestlers on the show. And yeah, I don't think they're ready to take the TBS title off of Jade. This reign's really not that special. I'll take Jade to retain.
I agree, man. I got Jade Cargill to retain here as well. There's no reason to take the championship off off Jade Cargill right now. You just put the you just put the baddies with her on TV. Jade Cargill is still a very hot act. I love me some Anna Jay, y'all all know, but I don't think she needs. I love Anna Jay, but I don't think she's gonna win that TNT title this Sunday. This Sunday, I don't know why this match got added to the show. I understand you wanted Jay Gargan on the show, but this feels complete. But this match is just the definition of thrown together. This match is just the definition of thrown together. It should be good. They had a really good match on Rampage a couple months ago, so it should be good. But in terms of who wins here, and Jay Gargan, excuse me, is walking out to this.
For sure, man, for sure. So we're both taking Jade Cargill. Uh, we have the Dream Tag Team match. This generation against the older generation. The Young Bucks going up against Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys. A lot of people are looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you are. I'm going to give it to you first. Your breakdown of this match, who you think is going to win, and why.
I just want to say this is a match I am looking forward to. Remember, we're supposed to get this match in Ring of Honor. We're supposed to get I think it's supposed to be an Ultimate Deletion match before Jeff and Matt Hardy went back to WWE. And by the way, it broke my heart, man, seeing what they turned Jeff Hardy into, man, during his final run, man. That broke my heart, man. How can you do that to Jeffrey Nero Hardy? Now Jeffrey Nero Hardy is in AEW with his brother, and now is in AEW with his brother. So I am very much looking forward to this tag team match here. This match, I think this match could really go either way here. I think this match could go either way here. But I'm going with the Young Bucks to win this. I'm going with the Young Bucks to win this match here. Just because not the Young Bucks, excuse me, the Hardys to win this match here. Just because I do think the plan in AEW is to have Matt and Jeff Hardy win the AEW Tag Team titles one more time. I do think that would be the plan, and if that's the case, the Hardys need to wrap up wins. The Hardys need to wrap up wins. The Young Bucks can lose. The Young Bucks can lose. The Young Bucks are bulletproof. They'll be perfectly fine. They'll be perfectly fine. So I got the Hardys.
Oh, I do think this is going to be an awesome match. I'm just the match will be really good. I'm just hoping that they can catch up with the Young Bucks, the Hardy Boys, which I do feel like they'll be able to. But man, it's gonna be such a good match. I don't know who's gonna win. This is a toss-up, like you said. This match is literally a toss-up. But if I had to pick a tag team, I'm gonna pick the Young Bucks. My explanation for why I picked the Young Bucks is I think they're going to be the AEW Tag Team Champions again. I have a little theory in my head that um, whoever wins the tag title match on Sunday, which we'll talk about later, is going to lose the titles to FTR, and then FTR are going to lose the titles back to the Young Bucks. I don't think this will be the only time these two teams will have a match in AEW. I think we'll see these two teams going at it again. Next time it'll be for the tag team titles. I think the Hardy Boys will be the tag team champions. I do think they're going to take the titles off the Young Bucks, and I'm going to, for that reason, take the Young Bucks in this match. Another thing I want to say, I wish this match had better build. I don't know when they started to build for this. It was like a couple weeks ago. I think it was on that May 4th episode, but they could have went with a much better route to build this match up and get people excited. I do feel like people are very excited about this match just because it's the Hardys and the Young Bucks, but I just don't feel like the build has been all that great for this match, but I do think the match will make up for it for sure. I'm going to take the Young Bucks. So we're opposite on that side. You're taking the Hardys. I'm taking the Young Bucks. It should be an interesting match, brother.
It should.
Yes, sir. What do we got after that? We got the Anarchy in the Arena. We got the 5-on-5 Anarchy and Arena match. Anything goes. We got the Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho, Magic Matt, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager against Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, John Moxley, and Bryan Danielson. I do think this match is going to be very chaotic, all over the place. A very fun Anarchy match with the storyline of pro wrestlers versus sports entertainers, which I think that's a great storyline, to be honest. And for the 3-week build that this match got, I'm actually really looking forward to this match. And it's going to be a great moment when the pro wrestlers beat the sports entertainers, because no one likes sports entertainment. So I'm going to take the pro wrestlers. I'm going to take the baby faces with Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club. But I think the Blackpool Combat Club is in this rivalry just for this match. And I feel like after this match, they'll go back to doing their own thing. And then we'll go back to the Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho feud. I could be wrong. I could be all wrong. That's what I think is going to happen. But as far as Sunday goes, I got the pro wrestlers to win this match. Cam, floor is yours, my friend.
I just want to say, I'm not calling them Chris Jericho Appreciation Society. I'm calling them the Chris Jericho Dick Riders, because that's what they are, man. That's what they are. The energy they give up on Dynamite, the energy they give up on AEW television each week, man. They are Dick right. They are Dick right, and this man hard, man. It is embarrassing at this point. But I also I just want to say I am very, very disappointed that this is not Stadium Stampede. I'm very
Oh
disappointed.
no.
This match is not Stadium Stampede. I love Stadium Stampede, so I'm very disappointed this is not that. But I am looking forward to this match here. I am looking forward to this match here. This is just going to be a wild, crazy brawl. Now, this is going to be a wild, crazy brawl, and I'm going to love it. And I'm going to love it. You're going to have the comedy aspect of it. You're going to have the comedy aspect of it in this match because it is Chris Jericho. It's because it is Chris Jericho in there, but you're also going to have the violence in there because you have John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. So expect a lot of laughs and a lot of blood during this match here. So I'm very much looking forward to this match here. In terms of who wins, I think Eddie Kingston. I think Eddie Kingston needs. I think Eddie Kingston needs a 1 year. The way they. The way AEW television has worked. Has presented it. Has presented itself over the past couple of. Has presented itself over the past couple of weeks. Jericho has gotten the upper hand on Eddie Kingston in literally every single segment they've had. It's Jericho 95% of the time, and I think Eddie Kingston needs a win here. I think Eddie Kingston is going to get a win. I think Kingston's going to get a win here, but I don't think this feud is over. I could see, I don't think this feud is over. If they want to do Stadium Stampede again, I could see them dedicating an episode of Rampage to that, and then I think we get blood and guts in the summer, and then I think we get blood and guts in the summer to end the feud off properly. But I do have the pro wrestlers into this match, not sports entertainers.
Yeah, man, I totally agree. It's going to have your chaotic comedy side of this match. It's also going to have the very personal and violent side of this match. And I think that's what's just going to make this match so great. I don't know about you, but I was watching Dynamite. I caught up on Dynamite before I jumped on here with you. And I saw that backstage Chris Jericho segment, which he threw a fireball at that dude in the face who was wearing a John Moxley shirt. Does this wizard gimmick for Chris Jericho feel kind of, I guess forced a little bit or out of sync.
It does feel out of sync, but at the same it does feel out of sync. But at the same time, I think it fits the. But at the same time, I think it fits the character. At the same time, I think it fits the character. Chris Jericho is a Chris Jericho is a sports entertainer doing these outlandish, wacky, doing these outlandish, wacky stuff. He looks ridiculous, but that's how he's supposed to look. 'Cause he's a sports entertainer. That's how he's supposed to look. He's a sports entertainer. So he's making so anything WWE would do, he's making fun of it. And this is certainly a segment, this is certainly something I could see WWE doing. You could see WWE doing with him calling himself a wizard and really beating it down into the ground and just making it weird. That's his gimmick after all. So that's his gimmick after all. So I don't mind it.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your take on it. So, I wanted to see what you thought about that because I thought it kind of came off like a little forced. I still really haven't embraced the faction yet. I love what Jericho's doing. Just the fucking fireball stuff feels a little out of sync to me. But yeah, I do think this match is going to be chaotic. I think this match is going to be funny. And we'll sure get violence in this match. We will for sure get violence. So, and you're taking the pro wrestlers, right?
Yep.
We're both on the same side on that one. Fifth match: Serena Deeb taking on Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. I do not like the way this build has been happening. I do not like this build at all. I'm sorry for the criticism, but this build stinks. I'm sorry. I love AEW, but gotta give the criticism when it's due. This is one of my criticism. This build stinks. It's just on stage interviews that were announced literally out of nowhere. Um, I do like the promo that Serena Deeb cut last week on Dustin Rhodes. That was really the only good thing about this feud. I do like the story they have with Serena Deeb wanting to make the women's division top of the world. But in order for that to happen, she has to be the women's champion. And Thunder Rosa said, "You're not a real champion." I do like that aspect of that. But besides that, it just feels like this feud isn't, this just doesn't feel like a top feud, and it doesn't feel really important. I do think that they will go out there, they will have a very technical match, um, and it will be very good. Hopefully, the crowd um, is into this match though, because the last time Thunder Rosa was on pay-per-view, she wrestled Britt Baker for the Women's Championship at Revolution. I was there, and no one really cared about the match until the end, and it ended abruptly like that. So, um, hopefully, they get good time. They're on a good spot in the show, and people give a shit. But for the winner, Thunder Rosa's winning. This is only her second title defense. Her first one being against Nyla Rose. Serena Deeb will be women's champion in AEW, but not Sunday. Give me Thunder Rosa. Cam, who you got and why?
Thunder Rosa is winning this match here. First up, I do not. First up, this build has been absolute. This build has been absolutely shit. I have not been a fan of this build up at all. It has been the same shit, literally everything. It has been the same shit for nearly everyone. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in how they put this match up. But with that out the way here, I do think this has potential. I think this will probably be the best women's match. Definitely. I do think this will probably be the best women's match in North America this year. I think the only thing that might be able to come close is Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair from WrestleMania. So I do think this match is going to be an absolute show stealer here. It's kind of hard not to have that. Kind of hard not to have the match be. Kind of hard not to match for the match not to be that. So I am looking forward to this match. And in terms of who wins, and in terms of who wins, Thunder Rosa is my pick to win this match as well. I'm going with Thunder Rosa. The only question I have is where do they go with Thunder Rosa from here? Well, when Thunder Rosa beats Serena Deeb, where do they go from here? Who's next? Who's next for Thunder Rosa? It could be the winner in the Owen. It could be the winner in the Owen Hart Cup. I don't know. We'll get to that when we get there. But I got but I'm with you. I got I got Thunder Rosa on.
Yeah, I don't know what they do. They need to get her more title defenses on television, and the only one that's happened is Nyla Rose, and it wasn't even on Dynamite or Rampage. It was at Battle of the Belts. So since she's won the title, she's not defended the title on Dynamite and Rampage. And that's just unacceptable, man. You got to do more with your women's champion. I'm looking at the rankings right now. You got Serena Deeb at number 1. That's happening on Sunday. You got Nyla Rose at number 2. No one wants to see that again. No one wants to see that again. Anna Jay, she'll probably go down when she loses on Sunday. Tony Storm is number 4. She needs more wins, I feel like, and she shouldn't just be a filler opponent for Thunder Rosa. She's not used for that. And Chris Statlander's number 5, but I don't see her going for the women's championship. So I don't know what they're going to do with Thunder Rosa. I mean,
I could see. I forgot to. I'm sorry to cut you off. I forgot to mention this when I forgot to mention this when going. I forgot to mention this when going over the TBS Championship match with Jay Cargill and Jay Cargill and Jay. I could see. I could see them having Chris Statlander as a potential opponent for Thunder Rosa. Reason being, I think Hikaru Shida is probably going to be. I think Hikaru Shida is a safe bet is a safe bet to have beat to have beat Jay Cargill for the TBS Championship. I think that's going to be Shida. So I could see. So I could definitely see. So I could definitely see Chris Statlander. I could definitely see Chris Statlander having an opponent with having a program with Thunder Rosa. Also, part of me also wants to think. Part of me also wants to think. Now, I can't help but to think that Layla Hirsch was going to get a program with Thunder Rosa for the Women's Championship, and then based off the way she's been booked in her heel turn. But Layla Hirsch got injured, and she's going to be out of line. So that throws that out the window here. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I don't know where they go.
Yeah. By the way, she put a post out on Instagram. Very sad. She tore her ACL. She's going to be out for a while. I met her at Revolution. Very nice woman. So hopefully everything goes okay with Layla Hirsch. I met her at the Revolution Fan Fest. So hopefully everything goes okay with her surgery and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know where they go after Sunday. I guess it's just one of those instances, Campbell. We're just gonna have to watch the show, I guess. So I don't know. But we're both taking Thunder Rosa to the win. I think that's pretty obvious. I think that one is one of the more obvious matches on the match card. Let's see, what else do we got here? Let's go. We're halfway done. Let's go to MJF and Wardlow. Cam, this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. This has been the best build leading up to Sunday's show, and it's not even goddamn close. It's not even close. This is literally this match and the main event have been the only 2 matches that have been had a build since I feel like after Revolution. And Wardlow costing MJF the dog collar match, and then MJF costing him the TNT title, and then you went into the whole situation with the handcuffs and the security guards every single week. and no music and match after match after match, putting them through all these stipulations, the contract signing, which I think was probably the best thing coming out this entire feud. That contract signing segment in Long Island was goddamn awesome. So I thought that was the best thing coming out of this feud. But this is a long time coming. We had Wardlow beat Shawn Spears last night in a steel cage match, which was a very basic steel cage match, if you ask me. But I thought the ending was very good. Shawn Spears hits MJF over the head with the steel chair. Shawn Spears goes to powerbomb sympathy. Bryce Remsburg runs into the cage to count to 3. Wardlow he's looked like an entire beast this entire feud. If you ask me, he's gotten the upper hand on MJF for most of this feud. But Cam, I want to hear from you first, man. How do you think of this build? Who's going to win on Sunday and why?
This has been the best belt. This has been the best belt match. I think this has been the feud of the year so far. This is easily an early candidate for feud of the year, and I think this has been the feud of the year so far, man. AEW, you can say a lot of things about AEW, how they've gotten some stuff wrong recently and all that. I don't think you can even argue that everything they've done with this feud here, everything they've done with this feud here, they've done perfect. This feud has been this feud has been perfection, man. It has been absolutely glorious. And this is how you book a monster babyface. The people want to see The people want to see Wardlow kick MJF's ass, and that's exactly what we're gonna get. That's exactly what we're gonna get. Wardlow is beating MJF here. I don't like that they added. I don't like that they added that they added the stipulation, of if Wardlow loses, he can never sign a contract with AEW. Because to me, that kind of just gave it away. But Wardlow is winning this match here. He's going to beat the piss out of MJF. And after the match, Tony Khan is going to tweet the Wardlow is all over the match. After the match, Tony Khan is tweeting. After the match, we are getting the Wardlow's all over the crap. Because I don't think Wardlow has gotten it. And every major signing on the AEW roster has gotten it, except I don't think Wardlow has gotten it yet. So when Wardlow beats, and it makes sense. So when Wardlow beats MJF this Sunday, Tony Khan is going to post on Twitter, Wardlow is all elite, and it's going to show his window. It's going to be absolutely marvelous.
I agree. I said Wardlow's gotten the upper hand on this feud, the entire feud. But Cam, what was this feud designed for?
Wardlow beat the piss out of this feud was designed to get Wardlow over as a monster baby.
Yes. You hit the nail on the coffin, my man. This feud was designed to get Wardlow over as a monster babyface. And it would be literally delusional booking if MJF was to win. Now, granted, if MJF wins, the storyline continues. Obviously, I think they would find a way around to get Wardlow an AEW contract, but no way should he win this match. MJF is MJF. MJF is going to be perfectly okay if he loses to Wardlow. He lost to Punk, and he came out just fine. This feud was designed to get Wardlow over as a huge babyface. That's what's going to happen. Wardlow is going to kick this guy's ass. Wardlow is going to take MJF to powerbomb sympathy on Sunday night. I got to ask you a question right now. I'm putting a stat in there. Sunday night, over, under, 5 power bombs.
I'm going with over. I think we hit the over on Wardlow power bombs, man. I think we hit the over. No, not by much, not by much, probably by like one. I'm going with the over, man. I think Wardlow reaches his over, and I think Wardlow reaches his over on power bombs.
I would have to agree with you. I think if I took the over, I would win that bet. So I would say over 5 power bombs on MJF. Um, and he's going to win this match. Tony Khan is going to tweet out Wardlow is all elite, and we are off to the races right there with Wardlow. This man is going to be the next big thing in AEW. He's got the best presentation in AEW right now. I think he's one of the most over guys, and honestly, dude, they need to put the damn TNT title on him. They didn't put the title on him in the first place. I understand why. This guy needs a championship. After Double or Nothing, get the TNT title on Wardlow. This guy needs to be the champion. He doesn't need to be the world champion right now because he's going to be the world champion in the future. But god damn it, the TNT title is in shambles right now. Got get get the damn TNT title on Wardlow. Let's do it.
Hey man, that need to keep that damn entrance he got, bro. Where he come out with no theme music. They need to keep that. He looks like such a badass with that entrance music, bro. I mean, with no entrance music him coming out, they need to keep that. And be quite honest with you, he looked like such a badass with that shit. Keep that. Keep that entrance he got, Tony Khan. Don't change it at all. At War Pigs, because I think we're getting War Pigs for Wardlow. That's about it.
Maybe if they want to have entrance music, I would have entrance music, but I would keep the same entrance. They have the gate down below, they raise it up, and Wardlow is standing right there with security guards. If they want entrance music for Wardlow, that's okay, but I would keep the same entrance. Him coming from all the way outside into the ring. He's going to win on Sunday. No question. Cam, do they put a championship on him after Double or Nothing?
I don't think I could see it happening, but I could see it happening, but I'll get into that when we get to the tag team title match, man. Because I do think there are two individuals in particular from the tag team title match that could end up with that TNT title by the end of the year. But that TNT title division, man, once we get that shit off Scorpio Sky, Silly Guevara, that division better be nice, man. That better be a nice division. Right?
Absolutely. So, this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. Is this the match you're looking forward to the most?
Which one, MJF and Wardlow? Yes, this is the match I am looking forward to the most, man. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be watching this in a theater again, man. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record the reaction when Wardlow finally beats the piss out of MJF. I think it's gonna be marvelous.
Nice. I'll definitely look out for that one. We got the Owen Hart Cup finals, men's and women's. We'll start with the women's first. We got Britt Baker going up against the winner on Friday's Rampage. We got Chris Statlander against Ruby Soho. I think Ruby Soho is going to go over in that match. Therefore, we will get Britt Baker against Ruby Soho in the finals. I thought Toni Storm should have went over on Dynamite. I was actually kind of sad that she lost to Britt Baker. Britt Baker.
I was shocked, bro. I was shocked as hell, bro, when that match happened, bro. Because I'm watching Dynamite. I'm paying attention to it, but like I'm not really that. But like I'm not really that much paying attention to it because I assume Toni Storm is going to win. So when Britt Baker rolls up Toni Storm, I'm assuming Toni Storm is going to counter and hit Storm 0. But when Toni Storm kicked out us to finish, I was like, huh? So I was like, yeah, man, that thing shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, I thought Toni Storm should have went over, but I do think it's going to be Britt Baker against Ruby Soho. Britt Baker does not need to win the Owen Hart Cup, but I think she's going to. She does not need it. She just got done her reign as AEW Women's Champion, but she does not need to win this tournament. But I'm gonna take her anyway, if that makes sense. So
I'm going the opposite way. You got Britt Baker winning. You got Britt Baker winning. I think Chris Statlander is making it to the final. I think Chris Statlander is making it to the finals. And if that happens, I think Chris Statlander is winning. Whoever wins the Chris Statlander Ruby Soho match, that is my pick to win the Owen Hart Cup. Britt Baker does not need the Owen Hart Cup tournament. Britt Baker will be perfectly fine without it. And I'm picking them because I'm assuming that the winner of this match, because I'm assuming that the winner of the Owen Hart Cup will get a future championship match. And those feud sound much more interesting than Britt Baker. Sound much more interesting in a program with Thunder Rosa than Britt Baker because we just saw it. So I'm picking the winner of. So I'm picking the winner of Statlander and Soho.
So regardless of who wins that match, you're gonna take the winner.
Yeah.
All right, I could see that. I don't know. She's in the Britt Baker's in the finals. I just got a feeling they're gonna put her over in this tournament when she really doesn't need it in the first place. But
saw a tweet about Britt Baker, which is so true. Somebody said that Britt Baker is to Tony Khan what Charlotte Flair is to Vince McMahon. I was like, it's true. I was like, it's just she wins. It's like Britt Baker wins the Owen. I'm like, yeah. I see it.
that's kind of true. I'm not gonna lie. If she wins the Owen Hart Cup, I'll definitely say that on Sunday for sure. I will say that. And you can at me on that one. So, then we got the men's, and the men's I think is going to be possibly the best match on the entire show. We got Samoa Joe against Adam Cole, baby. Cam, you remember their little history in NXT?
I remember that history in NXT, man. We should review NXT. Let's review NXT the old way of NXT. Man. Ruin it, man.
Yeah. Them bastards ruined the old NXT. But when Samoa Joe won that match against Kyle O'Reilly, that's what I immediately thought of. And by the way, shout out to both of them. Shout out to Samoa Joe. Shout out to Kyle O'Reilly. That was the best match on Dynamite last night. They got just a good amount of time. Honestly, this might have been the best match of the entire tournament, to be honest with you. But it might be Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. I'm not so sure. But that match was great last night. To me, it's a toss-up for this one. I'm going to give it to you first, though. I want to see who you have.
I have Adam Cole winning this year.
Yeah.
Here's why. I think Adam Cole is in desperate need of a big win here in AEW so far. And you look at the matches he's had. I'm not calling Adam Cole a loser because I'm not calling Adam Cole a loser because that's stupid. But Adam Cole has lost a lot of his big matches. He did not, he didn't win the lights out match against Orange Cassidy. Even though the match technically doesn't count. Even though the match technically doesn't count, he did lose that match to Orange Cassidy. He lost twice to Hangman Page for the AEW World Title. I think Adam Cole is in desperate need of a big win, and I think Adam Cole is winning this match here because I think Jay Lethal and Singh and Sanjay Dutt are getting involved now. I think they're costing Samoa Joe this match here to kind of add more, to kind of add more fire, to kind of add more fire to that, to kind of add more fire to the feud with Joe, and Jay Lethal. So I think Lethal Dutt is 7% cost Samoa Joe the Owen Hart Cup, and I think Adam Cole wins the team. I think Adam Cole wins the Owen Hart Cup for the miss, which I do think would be the right decision. So I'm going with Adam Cole.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna take Adam Cole here. I wouldn't be mad if Joe won, but he's still in the feud with Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh. So um, I do think that's how he's going to lose. I think Jay Lethal is probably going to cost him the match. They'll do the match on Dynamite for sure. I think Adam Cole will win. You're right. He is in dire need of a big win. He lost 2 matches to Hangman Page for the world title, and him winning the Owen Hart Cup tournament could be really great. And then we all know when Kenny Omega comes back, he's probably going to be feuding with Adam Cole and Red Dragon. So I think he's in need of a big win before this feud with Kenny Omega. And I do think I do think that these guys could go out there and deliver the best match of the night. It's possible. But Cam, I think personally, this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. I think personally, the best match of the night is going to be the triple threat for the AEW tag team titles. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland against Team Taz against Jurassic Express. I think this is going to be the best match of the night. The triple threat match on Dynamite was very, very good. Those guys were absolutely ridiculous. And then you add Keith Lee, Hobbs, and Luchasaurus. You add the big guys into that match. I think this match is going to create a great mixture um, of the technical wrestlers against the big, strong, big guys in Hobbs, Luchasaurus, and Keith Lee. This match is going to be fantastic, I think. I don't think it's going to be better. It could be. I don't know. I don't think it would be. I don't think it's going to be better than the triple threat at Revolution. I mean, that match was just bonkers. The one with the Young Bucks and Red Dragon. That match was just bonkers, man. But I think this one could be up there. Who do I have winning? It's a toss-up. I don't think Jurassic Express is walking out as the champions. I think that's quite clear. Christian Cage has teased turning on Jurassic Express more than once, and I think it's time. I think Sunday it's going to happen, and we will be off in the running with Jurassic Express and Christian Cage feuding. More importantly, probably Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. I don't think they're going to be the tag team champions after Sunday. And if they are, Cam, I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if they are the tag team champions after Sunday. But who am I going to take for this match? I'm going to take Team Taz to win the AEW tag team titles. I think those guys deserve to be the tag team champions. They're an actual tag team. I think people might not agree with that because they've had a lot of singles matches, but they're in the same faction together. So to me, they're a tag team. To me, they're a tag team. Um, so and I think I know Ricky Starks is the FTW champion, but let's be honest, that's a gimmick title. That's for the whole Team Taz FTW stuff. That's a gimmick championship. He needs to be an actual champion, and I think Hobbs, he deserves to be a champion as well. I think putting the tag team titles on those guys for a couple months would be great until probably FTR takes them off at the next pay per view, I imagine, but or maybe on a Dynamite. I'm not sure, but I do think those guys deserve to be the tag team champions. I think Ricky Starks has done some phenomenal work this year. He's been featured a lot on Dynamite with that tag match against Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. He had that match on Rampage against Swerve for the FTW title. He had that match against Jungle Boy a couple weeks ago. Back in November, he had that match against Jay Lethal, which I loved that match. He's been doing some phenomenal work in AEW over the past year. I think Hobbs has been doing some good work as well. Those guys deserve to be the tag team titles. Give it to them for a couple of months. Give me Team Taz on Sunday. Cam, who do you like?
I got Team Taz winning on Sunday here. And I have Team Taz winning on Sunday just by virtue of elimination here. I do think I'm going to agree with you. I think Jurassic Express are dropping the tag team are dropping the tag team titles. I think what's going to happen in this match here is I think Christian Cage is he's gonna accidentally, but not so accidentally, cost Jurassic Express the tag team titles. He's gonna accidentally do it, but not so accidentally do it. He's gonna accidentally do it, he's gonna accidentally do it, but not so accidentally do it. And then on Dynamite, and then on Wednesday, that is where we see Christian Cage fully turn on Jungle Boy. That's where we see a fully turn on Jungle Boy. So I think that's what I think happens in this match here. As much as I like Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland as a tag team, they are a great tag team. I love those guys together. As much as I like them together, I think their real value in AEW is a single stars. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, that TNT title picture, man. I think that TNT championship on either Keith Lee or Swerve at All Out this year. I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be one of them taking the TNT championship off Scorpio Sky at All Out. From Scorpio Sky at All Out. I would probably go with Keith Lee in that spot, but I wouldn't mind either guy. So I think both guys are better off the singles, and so when you look at that, I think Team Taz by default are winning this match, and I think they should have won. Team Taz with some gold. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs with gold, man. They would look real good with some gold, man. So I got Hobbs and Starks.
Yeah. And those guys are in need of a big win on a program. I feel like most feuds they're in, they don't actually go over in. I think they're in dire need of a big win, and this would be a really big win on a big stage, winning the tag team titles. And I agree, the turn could happen on Sunday, could also happen on Wednesday as well. But and then with Keith Lee and Swerve, they're a great tag team. I love them. They got some phenomenal chemistry, but their best is singles competitors. That's where they strive the most, and that's where they're going to be needed the most. They don't need to be in the tag team division. I think with this TNT title picture being so bad right now, they're in need in that division instead of the tag team division. And I think you agree on that. So I'm going to take Team Taz to win the tag team titles on Sunday. And then we got to the main event. Hangman Page against CM Punk. The crowd is going to be so divided in this match. It's going to be a crowd toss-up. Cam, who do you like?
I don't think, but yeah, this is the match that is the toughest on the entire show to call, man. This is a match, man, that if I had to make a perfect prediction with my life on the line, I would probably not live. This is a match I just don't know. I just don't know who's walking out. I just don't know who's walking out with this win here now. Shout out to Sammy. I'm not trying to spoil it, but he gave a very interesting prediction in this match tonight. For this match, man, he said that CM Punk wins this match after Punk goes heel. Now, I do agree. I do think Punk is winning this match here and is walking out the AEW champion. I know you don't think Punk should. I know you don't think Punk should be AEW champion, but I think CM Punk is walking out. But I think CM Punk. Sorry. But I think CM Punk is walking out double or nothing as the AE. But I do think CM Punk is walking out of Double or Nothing as the AEW champion. Yeah, I think Punk wins here, and I think Hangman shakes his hand afterwards. But I don't, based off that promo they did on Dynamite last night, I don't think this is going to be a two match. I don't think this is going to be a one match feud. I could definitely see this match taking. I definitely could see a couple more matches with these guys here, and I'm thinking that maybe this is the match at the Forbidden Door show. If they don't do Punk and Okada on that show, maybe they do this match on the show. I don't know, and they get Punk the big one there. But I do think Punk is. But I do think Punk is winning this match here. Uh, and for shits and giggles, and for shits and giggles, when Punk wins the AEW title, I need to see Punk. I need to see Punk. I need to see Punk do something similar to what he did at Money in the Bank, which is take the AEW title, just take the AEW title, kiss the fans goodbye, and walk through the front door. Walk through the front door of Las Vegas as the AEW champion. But I got Punk winning this year.
That would be quite a moment if Punk did that. Who am I going to take? I'm going to take Punk. I don't know if he's going to be a heel, but I do think this is when Hangman's reign will come to an end. He's been champion for over 6 months now. I think he did a great job as the world champion. He had a lot of great matches as well as the champion. But I do think that the title is going over to CM Punk. But, and this is my bold prediction of the night, when Punk wins, confetti will go off. All right, confetti is going to go off when CM Punk gets his moment, wins the world championship. He's going to pick up one of the confetti, and he's going to pick up a dollar bill, and the lights are going to go off when he picks up the dollar bill, and then we're going to hear a coin drop, and Okada is going to come out.
You saying we gonna hear that? You saying we gonna hear that penny drop? That, and then we gonna hear da 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 da.
Yes, the coin is going to drop. Okada is going to the build for Forbidden Door has already started. Last night we had Jeff Cobb and the Great Okan show up and attack FTR and Roppongi Vice during their match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. I think we're going to kick off the Forbidden Door by Okada interrupting CM Punk's big celebration, and we're going to get CM Punk and Okada as the main event of Forbidden Door. That's your money match, man. That is your big money match going into Forbidden Door. That is your headlining match. And what a bigger way than having Okada show up on your big stage on pay-per-view. I think it's happening. People have talked about that. People have talked about it. It happens Sunday. That's my prediction. I can't see you with your camera off, but you're probably shocked, I bet.
Bro, hey, bro. I haven't even thought about that yet. I'll be quite honest with you, man. I will pop so hard of that because I can see the visual and I'm man. The confetti falling, Punk's AW champion, picks up a dollar bill, theme drops, and then we hit, oh my God, then we hear that awesome theme song come out. Everybody in the theater and the line loses it. Why? Because the best wrestler in the world, in my personal opinion, because when Kazuchika Okada is healthy, he is the best wrestler walking the face of the planet. That is my honest opinion. From the matches I've seen of Okada, he is the best wrestler walking the face of the planet when that man only he's fully healthy. So hey man, him coming on at the end of Double or Nothing, I can definitely see it happening, man. I can definitely see it happening. I didn't even thought about that, man. I didn't even thought about that, man. Shit.
Yeah. I'm actually going to clip this part and put it on my Twitter and be like something like, this is my bold prediction for Double or Nothing. But Also, I've heard people say that it could be Kenta against Punk. I mean, that would be cool. I know Kenta wants that match. I know that would be cool, I guess. I'm like, oh, okay, Kenta's here. Like, he's gonna challenge Punk at the pay-per-view, Forbidden Door. But man, Okada would be such a bigger moment, right?
Bro, that moment would be that would be an epic moment. My God. Oh my God, that would be an epic.
Hey man, you gotta start your build for Forbidden Door. And I think it's gonna start. It's gonna start on Sunday, and we're gonna get more of it on Dynamite and Rampage, and got to build up to that June 26th Forbidden Door show. We're exactly a month away, and that will be our first match confirmed. Is CM Punk against Okada at the United Center at the Forbidden Door. That is your big money match. Okada's the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, right?
Yes, he is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and I do think if the match is Okada, and I do think if the match is Okada and Punk, I think Okada is dropping the AW title to Jay White. Dominion. That's just I do think he's dropping the AW, New Japan title to Jay White at Dominion. I could see him dropping it. But yeah, Okada is the current IWGP champion.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's my bold prediction of the night. You'll see this clip on Twitter in a couple hours, maybe tomorrow. But that is your Double or Nothing preview and predictions, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. We'll be back here on Sunday night. Me, Wesley, Cameron, if he gets back by the from the movie theater, we'll be here talking about Double or Nothing on.
Probably won't be back in time, man. So I probably won't.
That's fine. Then it'd be me and Wes here talking about Double or Nothing with you guys on Sunday night. Comment down below. I want to know all your picks. I'm sure Cam wants to know all your picks. Leave a comment down below. Who's winning on Sunday? All that stuff. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. If you like what you heard from us tonight, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. Cam, plug your socials, my friend. Promote the shit out of your shit.
Follow me on Twitter at Cam7. Follow me on Twitter at Cam711 on one. Cam711 on one. I will not be live tweeting Double or Nothing, probably. But if something crazy happens, I will put up a profanity. I will put up a profanity laced tirade in a good way on Twitter. So that sounds like it would be entertaining to you. Make sure you follow me on Twitter there. Also make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast, available on all platforms, man. The episode that just dropped about 30 minutes ago, man, is an absolute banger, man. The GOAT is an absolute banger, man. The GOAT Sammy Kalafan was on the podcast talking to AEW Double or Nothing. He brought some great enthusiasm to the show, man. So if that sounds like it interests you, if that sounds like it interests you, make sure you listen to the CNA podcast on all platforms.
Yes, sir. So be sure y'all go ahead and check that out. I know I'm going to after I get off here. But I will see you guys Sunday night for the Double or Nothing review here with Wesley Williams. Y'all have a good night, man. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. We out. Peace.
Oh.